Good afternoon. I will read to you my fiction story, Net Chat. Hope you enjoy it. Net Chat, a fiction story by Rose Flores Martinez. So, madness creeps to explore new possibilities. How many men can a woman have in a day? I was curious. It was discovering a feeling I had not the luxury in life. I, want, I was in a barred, cemented walls that was almost like a tomb, a core in a crust. So I plunged my fears and swam across depths of time and space. First time. I would taste the pleasure of emotions and words. It was a trance, a temporary exit to the power playing people around me in the real now. I began to find the answers to my complicated ideas, deconstructing and reconstructing every word, trying to separate water and oil. I would like to think there is a knife on my neck, and every wrong move I make would slit a cut on my throbbing throat like killing a helpless chicken. Maybe I can become what I dream now. In this development of technology, words and letters are like people talking to me face to face. Connecting. Hello and hello. Everyone greet everyone hello. Well, not Helen below, I suppose. It is a greeting of cheers like aloha in Hawaiian and ciao in Italian. I thought all eyes were on me, searching me head to foot, undressing me, my heart, and my soul. But I was armed and shielded. I was wearing a complete battle gear. I floated with the cursor throbbing systolic and diastolic. The keypads wrote the murmurs in the blue sea of fiber optic cables, wires, and wireless connections of the internet. How is everyone? I want to join in. Nice and happy to be here. Where are you from? I could not pretend. I got recharged by the electronic vibrations pulling my fingers. My emotions were letting go. I need someone to talk to me like a friend. Maybe another thrill seeker in a machine or an android at my bidding. On and off with my PZ. I was giggling. To this, my net baptism. It seemed like exploring a part of the Earth where a star would burst and become another planet. Well, this is technology. ASL, please. What is ASL? My ignorance asks me. Age, sex, location. Okay, I got so excited because these were the things I didn't know. Asian female between 35 to 45 years old. I went private. At first, I was scared about these private domains. I was foreign to this idea of being too personal and afraid of some people who were lewd. But I needed these experiences that could break the walls surrounding my routine and sad life. The Edge of Things by Edith Tiempo pushed me to that brink or threshold none other may enter, and that leap of faith which Kierkegaard calls let me jump into the abyss or beyond the abyss. My fight, mwahaha. I'll do that in cyberspace. I have to make out of something, or else I'll just be keeping everything and I would die too. I had to free these golden butterflies inside my stomach and shreds of heaven threads in my veins if for moments of releasing my act of faith. I met Easy Man, Medicaid, Caterpillar, Virgo Woman, Pilot, and Wildfire while I hid on the pseudo moon and stars. I thought I had the whole world right before my eyes. Tasks were done at the same time as I searched for the books of Exupery, the essays of Montaigne, and the reflection of solitude by Thoreau. I was in the chat room inside my room with only the beating PC. For hours, unrelenting thoughts fell on the monitor. Every letter captured a moment of truth and illusions. I found rooms full of people from different places in different time zones and different clothing. I met them as ants would kiss each other and stop and go. And then I've learned tags in this new dimension of science dictionary on the internet. LOL. LOL means laugh out loud. You say that when someone goes funny. BRB means be right back. Mwah means a big kiss. Chatmates offer and receive a bunch of flowers as token of appreciation, a cup of steaming coffee from Starbucks, munch chocolates, Hershey's Kisses, and Snickers, of lifesavers and candy. Yummy. Pick your choice. It was a room full of everything, illusions over life. This became not a portion of my reality, but my reality. It was fun. Deprived of power and feeling destitute that time, I explored possibilities. The big difference was taking Jose Rizal's Touch Me Not. I got close connections with some chatmates all over the globe. Some names I couldn't remember though, but there were two of them who became my best of friends. Here I found out that people in the chat rooms were not bad, not bombs, not stupid. They were ordinary and lovable people, just like you and me. I would like to think a few were machines or maybe even to promote a product. They could even be members of a cult. I don't know, but above all, proper rules were observed in the room. We call it netiquette, which means internet etiquette. My first private chat was full of oohs and ahs. I was curious how the conversation would go. My chatmate, being a gentleman, taught me how to be technologically literate and updated. Adriano, I could call his name. I couldn't believe he was a sexy star in Italy. I tried chatting with him, and when he asked me about my vital statistics, I boasted a perfect measurement of 36, 24, 36. He went gaga over me while I described the features of a beauty timeless, the softness of Venus de Milo, and the charm of Mona Lisa. I seduced him to beg for my virginal words, until he told me he was aching. The dialogues were spills in a movie spinning to manifest desires. Adriano thanked me and I laughed out all my stored energy that almost drove me mad. And you know what? He owned a villa and a number of cars that bestirred my financial desires. How I wished I could reveal my true identity, but because it was in Italy, and Rome is in Italy, the home base of the Pope, I had second thoughts. The act was disgraceful for a respected woman. Besides, I did not have the Aphrodite figure. I was more huggable like Winnie the Pooh Bear than a sexually titillating gold star. We were two different worlds. Goodbye, Adriano. I continued searching for unlimited territories. I tried saying hi to all, bearing sweet words. The thin line between words and emotions almost cracked like abyss. A word specially written would crush a heart and rip a soul if not thought of carefully, yet positive words encourage dreams, strengthen confidence, and save lives. Switching from one side to another searched me the stories told long ago. It reminded me the fairy tales, the narrations, the poems that gave hope. The stories chanted to me fairyland. The journals of Virginia Woolf, the diary of Anne Frank, the letters of the Philippines Bienvenido Santos took my breath away. And because I was Filipino, I also found Rizal's Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, plus the recommended and popular articles that inspired ambitions and made heroes and saints. Of course, I never forgot chapters on the Book of Wisdom, the Koran, the Holy Bible written through the ages, those that until now introduce the words of the prophets and the words of Yahweh, the words of Allah, the words of Jesus Christ. Cyberspace got me. Here's the evidence of the evolution of language, communication, and words, from the writings of the Nambiquara, the scribbles in the cave, to the cultured populace. For ordinary people and literary gods, words are life. Each passing day, the computer was my pal, and the computer were my friends now, and unlike my first time, I realized these people were people who could be trusted, better than those next to me, better than those next to my house. Some of them better than families. Well done. I had my man and the rendezvous I wanted. It taught me that life could be meaningful and exciting as the night closes and the day begins. The internet filled the arid fields of my activities. I didn't know why. My friends laughed at me because I was really growing mad while I tell them stories about chatting. Find a boyfriend? Why not? I could do that, I told a friend, and so did I. I chose names from different sites and tried to match flaming, crossing out, comparing names I felt were charming. I thought their names suggested something. I thought it meant something. Until I clicked my mouse on American chatmate and got agitated when he shouted at me whore. I thought he shouted the text were in bold letters. My blood rose to my head. Be careful of what you say. I could not fight him to the halt because I was new in the game. He kicked me out of his domain, and I didn't expect he'd do that. I tried to get even with this rude character. I shouted back at him, "You are ugly, ugly, ugly." The colors of his letters changed in rage. He was so angry, and shouted again, "Get out of my private." I was shocked. His words got into my nerves. I thought he was in front of me, and he made me feel nervous. I could slap his cheeks. I thought I'd shut down, but no. Instead, I chose another name, Marksman. I clicked on Marksman because I thought he could shoot him. I ran to him. Marksman was Jake. Jake was an Indian. He was a Muslim. He lived in Kuwait. What's the matter? I told Jake the American kicked me out of his domain because he shouted impolite words at me. He told me to relax, and so I calmed down. It was kind of getting instructed. The chat room was in a commotion. Then Jake popped out to me in his canned words. It's over. I don't be furious, sweetie. Take a deep breath. Jake saved me from the druid. A limping white mouse was hiding in a black cloak. I'll get back to you soon. Thank you for listening.